To say we have just a few Sun Gold tomatoes this year is quite the understatement. So I'm going to use a lot of these, some other tomatoes from our garden, olive oil, Pine River aged Asiago cold packed cheese, onions, garlic, and some spices, and make a tomato soup. Follow along. Drizzle a small amount of olive oil into the bottom of a large pan. 9 by 13 should work. I quartered up some of our larger tomatoes from our garden. In the pan they go. I started to add in some Sun Gold tomatoes, but then realized that I need to get the garlic, the onion, and most importantly, this amazing cheese in the middle. This stuff is gonna bring amazing flavor. I stumbled across their Instagram page and am in love with a lot of their recipes. Maybe they'll like me for making this one. All right, place the cheese right in the middle. Now I'm gonna fill the rest of this open space with lots of Sun Gold tomatoes. Tomatoes, tomatoes, tomatoes. What's that saying? You can never have enough. Never, never have enough. This is about 2 tomatoes deep, as I would call it, in my 9 by 13 pan. So I've got lots of Sun Gold tomatoes in there, then the red tomatoes are in there, the onion, the garlic, and now I'm gonna douse it all in a little bit more olive oil. All right, I just drizzled on there, and now I'm just gonna go through with my hands and make sure that everything's got a nice little coating on it. Next up are the herbs. First up, basil. I don't have a pour spot on top of this, and on the last batch of the soup that I made, I kind of went a little crazy. It actually turned out okay. So there's some basil. Parsley. This is actually fresh parsley from my garden that I dried myself. And then I'm going to use some oregano flakes just to get some additional flavor in there. I also added a little bit of salt and pepper. I noticed on my last batch that there definitely was not enough of a salt flavor, and I had to add it at the end. But we're ready to go in the oven. In the oven at 400 degrees for 40 minutes. Halfway in, and I don't see any roasting of tomatoes yet. However, it makes my house smell so good. It's almost like garlic bread is baking in the oven. It smells fantastic. Woo-hoo. Ooh, look at that melty, bubbly goodness. Yes! Fresh out of the oven. Now we're just gonna let it cool down a little bit so I don't kill myself trying to use the blender. It smells so good. I'm carefully scooping some of the mixture, putting it into the blender to help spread it out so it'll cool down faster before I blend it. Blending away. And there you have it. I will post another TikTok when I actually have it with grilled cheese. It smells fantastic. Tastes fantastic.